What's up, guys? It's Morgan from Lynchman. I want to talk about a significant announcement that's come from Peloton on top of everything else going on for them that I took advantage of not only today, but I plan on taking advantage of over the next couple of weeks to maybe month. So let's talk about it. Peloton to halt production of its bikes, treadmills, as demand wanes. Peloton is temporarily halting production of its connected fitness products as consumer demand wanes and the company looks to control costs. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think Peloton's management is horrifyingly bad. They talked about not needing an equity raise, and then they did an equity raise, and I shorted and made money on that. Now, let's take a look at what they're canceling and for how long. Peloton plans to pause bike production for 2 months from February to March, the documents show. It already halted production of its more expensive Bike Plus in December and will do so until June. It won't manufacture its treadmill machine for 6 weeks, beginning next month, and it doesn't anticipate producing any Tread Plus machines in fiscal 2022, according to the documents. Peloton had previously halted Tread Plus production after a safety recall last year. Now that is extremely significant because in the past couple of years, they report earnings usually about the 4th or 5th of February. So let's take a look at what those options are doing right now. All right, so I want to draw your attention to the fact that the options chain wasn't even prepared for this kind of move as of right now. And I want you to notice it's 24% down, okay? But these look relatively cheap to me. Even though they're up 334%, I would be looking for options at least a couple of weeks past earnings. Earnings about the 4th is about when it would probably come out. Maybe could be the week of the 11th, but I usually go a couple of weeks beyond that, or maybe even further if you think you want to short them till June. The fact of the matter is, I don't see much of anything bringing a positive that's going to make them bounce back. And you'll notice that the volume associated with these options is pretty deep. You've got more than double into puts in comparison to calls. So this is where I would say the herd mentality is actually pretty accurate to what I would guess. I wouldn't mind taking some risk with these 25th of February 2022. And I gotta say, guys, this chart is ugly right now. After the drop off, and we've kind of talked about this before, where they're not needing an equity raise and yet they raise equity. Here's the thing. They've cut about 40 billion of the market cap off and they reached a high around 50 billion. So that's just insanity. You'll notice that the really about 20 is maybe a support. 17.7 is the low of lows. If they're stopping production over the next little bit, I would imagine that earnings are going to underwhelm. Well, looking at these past couple of earnings, the fact that they've been steadily dropping, I would imagine it does more so. And there's not really any potential upside. Also, look how outsized this volume is. It's the most volume traded in a single day ever. Now, I got a notification for this news story early this morning and I hopped in, so let's take a look at how I did. So this morning when I got the notification, it was about 10:48. It took me about 2 minutes to run, grab my phone, hurry and throw in an order. You'll notice I bought about 10:50 and I was out by 11:19. You can go back and look at the chart if you would like, but the long and short of it is I walked away with about 39% in profit in 30-ish minutes, capitalizing on the immediate short-term game and then rolling over into a longer term strategy. That's why I'm looking at those options going into earnings. So what are your guys' thoughts? Is Peloton going lower? Is it going to stay up higher? What is your thought process? For me, I always like to play these of going the short term significant news and them not manufacturing. I knew it was going to drop off a cliff. That's never good news. And as soon as I saw it, I was ready, put in my order. And again, 39%, not bad for 30 minutes worth of, not even paying attention to it hardly. But I want to get your take on the longer term. Do you think Peloton's a good company? Do you think it's managed properly? I don't think so in either regard, to be honest. I think their products are good, but they're also raising prices on their subscription. I don't think they're going to survive an environment like this. I think eventually they're going to be acquired in a deal by someone else for pennies on the dollar. That's just my guess. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye.